All right, family. Welcome back to the case. That's the Oracle. It's your great favorite psychic code, Kay. Good morning, guys. Fresh year, fresh face, fresh early. Listen, so we're going to be doing an update on the Miya Marcano story as it relates to Armando Caballero and their relationship. Because obviously there's some extra stuff there that's kind of being looked over or maybe being misconstrued via the news in my eyes, okay? Of course, it's not my life. I don't have boots on the ground. I can't know anything for certain. But what I do want to do is run it through the cards, see what comes out, and you know what I mean? That may help shed light on this whole thing, okay? Let's get into it. Let's say the prayer. Angels, ancestors, protect my energy. Put a fiery wall of protection around me, my home, my family, and fancy. Allow me to see and hear the messages clearly. Take my bias out of the reading. Angels, ancestors, I appreciate your love, guidance, wisdom, and protection. So, guys, yes, my voice is a little so try to bear with me. I appreciate it. Okay, guys? Let's get these messages and find justice for Miya Marcano. Angels, ancestors, how did Armando feel about Miya Marcano? How did Armando really feel about Miya Marcano? First thing out, we have the Three of Pentacles, right? We have the Three of Swords. We have the Magician card. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay? With that being said, let's go through the cards. I'm going to clarify via my book. Some people like to clarify with the deck. Sometimes I like to clarify with my book. First thing, starting off, this Three of Pentacles is the nature of how they knew each other, and the reason that they would be in close proximity would be because they worked together or shared a workspace. That's definitely what I'm getting. Which I don't know. I don't know if they're really saying on the news or they're not saying it, but I'm confirming that they did share either a workspace, they worked together, or they you know what I mean? Like that, like that's just what I'm getting. How did he feel about her? So he first seen her in a job work capacity. In a job work capacity. That's when he first seen her. And he viewed her as a hard worker. So he gained admiration for her as a person to seeing that she works hard. Like she's a young chick out here really working hard. Like that's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like maybe she was known for like good grades. You know what I mean? And that she was so she was a student and an overachiever. Like it was just known, like not an overachiever, but you know what I mean? Like she was in school, she got good grades, she was a good student, she's out here working, you know what I mean? Because it's student housing, right? So he viewed her as a one of the good students, right? On campus, or you know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? The person that was like there for school, like or something like that, right? He felt like maybe she was very diligent. She wanted things done perfectly or whatever. So he just felt like maybe she took her job seriously and was impressed because how young she was, maybe. But that's what I'm getting. That's where it all started. Viewing her in a work environment and gaining admiration for her via that. That's what I'm seeing. Then we get the Three of Swords, though. How did he truly feel about her? So I'm getting that there was some type of disharmony between them. I don't know if he tried to express this admiration that he found through working closely with her. But somehow that translated into a disharmony with their relationship. There was misunderstandings, definitely. And it was definitely apparent that I'm getting to him that nothing was happening there. And nothing will happen there if he wanted it to romantically, or if he felt something romantic for her. He knew that if you acted on it or tried to act on it, it was probably going to be a go. I mean, a no. Okay? So I'm getting this heartbreak energy because he really wanted something, you know what I mean? Because he felt something for her and wanted to see, can he pursue it, but he was denied that opportunity. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And because of that, that caused him heartbreak. We have the Magician card. This Magician card is a person that can manipulate their surroundings. They have power of mind, body, and spirit, and to use those things in a trilogy to manipulate their reality, period. This Magician card, let's see, what does it lend to? How does Caballero feel about Marcano? Let's see. Okay, the Magician, like I was saying, is giving that energy. But let's just see, is there any other energies that I can add to this? Give me 1 second. He thought that if he could get creative, I'm getting chills, if he could get creative with his approach or approach her differently or let himself be perceived differently, that perhaps she might change her mind about him and then present him with an opportunity. I felt like he usually is a person that can get what they want out of their reality and create their reality without too many blockages. So he wasn't used to somebody presenting a blockage for him because of he either wasn't enough or he wasn't attractive or whatever. He just thought that he had the mental capacity to wield and to forge things that he wanted to see his reality come to fruition. Okay, that's what I'm getting. He was very smart. He actually had the ability to do more. He had an engineering type mind, which means that it's a problem solving type mind. So you tell me no, let me see how I can figure out how you could say yes. That's the energy I'm getting. Then we get to the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles could go a few different ways as to how did he feel about Miya. The Queen of Pentacles is saying like a wife energy. She deserves to be sitting pretty like a housewife, a wife. He felt that he was definitely physically attracted to her. He felt that she had intentions and wherewithal to be a businesswoman. He thought also that I feel like she was only offering friendship, despite him feeling like something he can offer, like, you know what I mean? Like, despite how he felt he could use whatever tools at his disposal to create a scenario where she would say yes or present an opportunity for more to advance their relationship. I'm just saying, despite that, she was just like, no, I can only offer you friendship. I can only offer you friendship. I can only offer you friendship. We're on the same team. The goal is to get money. Okay? Because we work with the same place. We work within, we're working together to get money. Do you see what I'm saying? And I feel like she's like, my friendship is valuable. My friendship is valuable. So she tried to offer him friendship. That's what I'm getting. Then I see the Ten of Pentacles here. The Ten of Pentacles is that he's seen himself being a family with her. A family energy. That if I had her, I would have it all. If I had her kids with her, these kids would be the best looking kids. This is my perfect life if she would accept me or present me with an opportunity, give me a chance to show her. Like I'm getting that energy that I could give her and provide this Ten of Pentacles energy scenario, which is because I think they may have cultural likenesses and stuff like that. I know he felt that um ultimately that he couldn't provide this, but he wanted to be able to have the opportunity to work toward this because he felt like she was worth working hard for. She was worth working hard for. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing. I don't know if he was also thinking like she makes him want to be a better man, strive for more, because it's like if the only way I can have somebody like that is that I can provide. So he felt like where he was at in life right now, he couldn't provide, but he had the tools to do it. So I'm telling you, he was sharp mentally. He had the engineering mind, but he couldn't offer her all of that right now. Like, you know what I mean? At that time. So that's what I'm getting as far as like, how did he feel about her? Okay. Let's ask, how did Miya feel about Armando, Caballero? Angels, ancestors, how did Miya feel about Armando? How did Miya feel about Armando? How did Miya feel about Armando? That's a lot of cards. Any other messages? How did Miya feel? So we have the 7. We have the 7, 7 of Swords. We have the Star card. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the 2 of Swords. How did Miya feel about Caballero? Okay, so first things first, this is giving me creepy vibes. Her initial vibe was that she felt creeper, like a creeper. She felt like he was a creeper. That's what I'm getting. That was her initial vibe of him in the workplace. Like, is he a little bit of a creep? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he a little bit like in and out. Like her view of him was like he was very like cunning. Okay, because again, I feel like he led with his mind. Okay, very cunning, very smart. I don't know if he was new to her property. I don't know if she was there first and then he came, but something like this maybe feels like that way. Like maybe she was already working there and then he came after her, maybe working there at that same location. But she just knew that maybe he also could have been lazy or elusive when they're trying to get him to fix something or do something. Maybe he was elusive or something like that. Like he was always he also could have been labeled as a thief. Possibly. This is just what she maybe thought. Like he has that sneaking, thieving, like, you know what I'm saying, energy. Like, you know what I mean? That's what she thought about him initially. That's what I'm getting. I think she viewed how he worked and how he did things, and maybe he didn't know he wasn't as thorough as he could be, stuff like that. So I feel like that's where her businesswoman, or how she would say, like, you know what I mean, like how she would come across with him with the maintenance stuff, how he thought like, oh, she's a businesswoman, you know what I mean. Boom, I'm seeing her like that. Okay, this makes sense. Okay, this makes sense. But she did have a bit of unease around him. It was a bit of unease, okay? Then we have the Star card. How did Miya feel about Caballero? The Star card, number 17 in the Major Arcana. Let me see. Star card 17. So how did she feel about him? I don't know if she thought initially or he began to look handsome, I believe is the energy that this card is trying to convey. I think she moved from this energy of feeling unease and like kind of not really trusting him to trusting him. And found comfort. Like I think she obviously knew that he had a crush, but it did make her feel good, the stuff that maybe he would say or maybe do, because it wasn't it wasn't like a malicious place. It wasn't he wasn't trying to come across creepy, right? But she initially viewed him that way and then moved on from that. And then he became helpful or was more helpful or something like that. And start to maybe see that he did have talent, maybe being a maintenance man or fixing stuff, or even just mentally. Because again, this man was very smart. He actually had like potential. That's what I'm getting, right? Because I definitely feel like they had like some type of talks to where you could ascertain and get a good grasp for somebody's mental and how they think and how their goals, and you know what I mean, like see where their mind is at, you know. So then we get the 10 of Pentacles, which is the same energy that came out for him about how you feel about her. So the 10 of Pentacles was that maybe if he did have more money and stuff to give and was more stable, then an offer could have possibly been presented. But without that stability, it was like, well, I mean, I know I'm look good. I know what I'm capable of getting, but you know what I mean? So I can't settle for, you know what I mean, less than. But if he was to elevate, blah, 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 it wouldn't be a no, because it's not like he was ugly, right? It's not like he was dumb. He actually was very smart. So then we have the Queen of Wands. And I want to stop people because whoever sees this and you know this case, it's not about me being biased to Caballero. It's the fact that we'll see in a second. We'll see in a second. Because I'm establishing something here. You'll be able to see it in just a second. Give me a second. So Queen of Wands. How did she really feel about him? Queen of Wands. I feel like he really was like a ladies' man and really knew how to make a woman feel beautiful and say compliments. Like he knew like stuff to do. Like I feel like I think, and then she also started to view him as maybe kind, loyal. And then eventually like attractive. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting here. Then we have the Two of Swords, but still couldn't make a decision to present him with an opportunity or not. Still couldn't make a decision. Still couldn't make a decision. Ultimately, at the end of the day, despite what I'm saying about how they felt about one another, she could not make a decision whether to present him with an opportunity or not. And the opportunity was for a relationship or to get to know her better or whatever. Because like I said, she was already just offering friendship. That was in. And she felt like her friendship was valuable. So that's what I'm getting. And let me just go back to the book here, make sure I got all the messages. But that's pretty much what I'm getting. That she could not make a decision to whether present with an opportunity or not. But it wasn't, but she had this strange attraction to him, but could not explain it because she's like, you know what? He don't, it's so many men out here that got the bag and all this other stuff. Why would I just settle for him though? Even though she starts to see that he has good qualities that maybe somebody with money would be absent of, or maybe men that she came across and maybe could present her with all these material things. But he had like the other stuff. That's kind of what I'm getting here. So she couldn't really make a decision on presenting with an opportunity or not. Okay, that's what I'm getting, how she felt about him. So with that being said, let's ask a couple of yes or no questions. Because if you watch the first reading and the second one, then this third one, you should be caught up. So we're kind of going to ask some questions from that. Angels, ancestors. So, did Marcano? No. Did Caballero know the married man that Miya was sleeping with? Did Armando know the married man that Miya was sleeping with? Did Armando know the married man that Miya was sleeping with? Angels, ancestors. Did Armando know the married man that Miya was sleeping with? Did Armando know the married man that Miya was sleeping with? We get the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands. This is the couple. He did. He did. This is the couple. This is the couple I was telling you about. I got chills. He did know them. He knew them as a couple. He knew them as a couple. It's not that he knew the husband by himself, but he knew them as a couple. He knew of them as a couple. And with that being said, he knew that once she put herself in the situation between these two, that some tough decisions was going to have to be made. Like, that's what I'm getting. Because I feel like he knew the true nature of these two as a couple. And I don't know how. And maybe for another reading. Angels, ancestors. For the last, because I know people want to know, but I'm going to ask, did Armando kill Miya? Did Armando kill Miya? Did Armando kill Miya? Did Armando kill Miya? They saying listen to your intuition, because I already know the answer. He didn't kill her. He didn't kill her. But their timing coincided weirdly that made it seem and put him as a suspect. And he was easy to be framed because of that. I do feel like a year from now it'll be proven or something like that he did not kill her. I'm also getting from that pool that he wanted to legit save her from this couple. That's what I'm getting. Angels, ancestors. Let me see. Did Armando know that Miya was pregnant? Did Armando know that Miya was pregnant? Did Armando know that Miya was pregnant? Did Armando know? I keep getting this get information card and a trusted process or trust something here. Did Armando know? He did know. And they say, listen to your intuition. I feel like he knew as it relates to those events that was around her, but he didn't know before those events. Like, he knew that was the reason and the rationale for her disappearance. Like, that's what I'm getting. me see. Because I'm trying to stick to just questions that pertain to those two's relationship. So, angels, ancestors, did Armando take Miya from her apartment? Did Armando take Miya from her apartment when she disappeared? Did Armando take Miya from her apartment? No, he didn't. He did not take her from the apartment. I'm telling you, it was that fixer guy energy that came up in the first reading. I'm getting chills. Armando did not take her from her apartment. Angels, ancestors. Was it Armando's fob that was you? Let me see. Was it Armando that went into Mia's apartment? Was it Armando that used his key fob to enter Mia's apartment? Was it Armando's? Let me see. Because I feel like it wasn't Armando that used his key fob. And I feel like I'm just now seeing that. It wasn't, I'm getting chills. I'm getting major chills. It wasn't Armando that used that key fob to enter Mia's apartment. I'm getting major chills. It wasn't him. The fixer had Armando's key fob. Angels, ancestors. Did the fixer use Armando's key fob to gain entry to Mia's apartment? Did the fixer use Armando's key fob? Did the fixer use Armando's key fob? He did. He did. And some more details about that key fob and who used what is going to come out. Look for a sign. Because God is I feel like God is in divinely, some type of intervention is happening here. Like, I think when it was all going down, Caballero did not want to give up his key fob to be used. Because he knew what was happening. Like, you know what I mean? On the back tail of it. And he knew that this couple is very dangerous. He knew that this couple is very dangerous. Very dangerous. Let me see what else. What else could I ask about the nature of the relationship? Was Armando trying to save Miya? Was Armando trying to save Miya? He was. He was definitely trying to pay money to get her back for her freedom. He was trying to pay money to get her back for her freedom. Was Armando trying to save Miya? But he just could not. He 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 tried, but he couldn't. He didn't have the money that they was asking for. He didn't have the money that they was asking for. I keep getting this trust energy in there, this trust energy within this reading for them. So let me go to this trust card in here. So a trusting is I just feel like something about even with her sleeping with this married man, he still didn't judge her. he still didn't judge her and was still trying to save her despite that, and despite her turning him down, but it didn't feel like harsh turn downs or advances. Like, let me see here. That's what I'm getting as far as like them too, though. Like, I'm trying to think of any other questions. Angels, ancestors, why did Armando have Mia's blanket and gloves? Why did Armando have Mia's blanket and gloves? Why did Armando have Mia's blanket and gloves? We have the Strength card. We have the Lovers. We have the King of Cups. We have this Nine of Wands. We have the Judgment card. Why did Caballero have Mia's blanket and gloves? Okay. Strength card. To me, when I was shown that aspect of it, I felt like he was being set up and told to, do, because I mean, he was being framed. Like, ultimately, he was being framed, guys. This couple is very powerful, and they're smart. He was being framed. So let's just go with the energies and see what comes out. Why did he have her blanket and the gloves? That the aunt, they're saying like the aunt viewed him or caught him on camera or whatever via her phone in the parking lot from the car. But okay. Why did he have it? 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 Angels, ancestors, why is this Strength card here? Why is this Strength card here? The Truth. The Truth. Why is this Strength card here? Love begins. Emotional loss. So why did he have it? I don't know, because I mean, I know there's just like saying like that's his connection to her. Something about a connection to her. A connection to her. Why did he have it? I'm getting something about a hasty decision, though. Like, why did he have it? Something about a hasty decision. A hasty decision. But somebody was pulling the strings and told him to do that. And it does feel like a female, and they was led, or he was instructed by that couple to be seen. I do feel like that. Or there was an anonymous tip. I don't know, maybe to the auntie to be there. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. But something feels orchestrated to where they both was, like the auntie was there and he was seen with these items. It was orchestrated. I'm getting that energy. Something about a hasty decision. Because they're all the couple was trying to do was throw people off the trail that they're involved. That's okay. We'll get to that in a second, but we'll get to that in a second. But the Lover's card is a decision. It's not necessarily saying something about a lover's or somebody being with somebody in some type of capacity, but this represents a decision, but it feels like a hasty decision, but a decision that wasn't his own to have it. It wasn't a decision. It wasn't a decision of his own to have her blanket and the gloves. But he legit cared for her so much, he was willing to put himself on the line to save her from this couple. So in actuality, he's being pinned as her killer when legit he gave up his life getting involved with all this for her. Because he was killed because of what he knew. But we'll do his own reading, and then y'all be able to see all of that come out. But okay, back to this. Why did he have the blanket? He just wanted to be close to her. You know what I mean? He wanted to be close to her. He really cared about her as an individual, and she was starting to care about him. But other things, she was just distracted by other things, but felt his genuineness. You know what I mean? Like, did feel the genuineness of it. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting. Anyway, the King of Cups. Like, wow, he legit really do care. King of Cups. Why did he have the blanket? Yeah, again, this is how that the guy in the couple comes up as a King of Cups. He wants to be seen this way when he's not this way. But definitely, he had the blanket to look once again and that he was guilty. And this is to help out the real culprit, and who's actually behind the death of Miya is the married man. Okay, not that he killed her, but he put the events in motion for her to be dead because Miya was pregnant. So that's why Armando had the blanket. I'm seeing it was like a rushed decision for him to go do something, blah, 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 something. But it was like he was in a mind state of trying to save her because he was being used in a plot because she was pregnant. 9 of Wands. He was being used in a plot that got set in motion because it was found out that Miya was pregnant by this married man that could not have no, like, didn't want any outside children with her. Thought that it was going to be like out there if she, you know what I mean? But I do feel like we'll get into that later because I'm getting off on a tangent. 9 of Wands. Why do you have that blanket? Because like I'm getting like, even though it mentally didn't make sense for him to have that blanket, it's like mentally he was so skewed at that point because he was in like legit a whole movie plot that this girl that you met at your job, that you developed a crush on, is dealing with this married man that you know of, and this couple and he knew that this couple was dangerous. Okay, I don't know if he warned her, but I'll get to that in a second. It comes up that Miya is pregnant. This whole plot comes about to take her from, via this couple, because she's pregnant. Okay, so it's like, no, you're not gonna have an abortion. I'm gonna tell everybody, blah blah blah, that it's your baby, blah blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I'm kind of piecing it because that's not what I'm hearing in spirit, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? It was a deep plot. If you told somebody, who the fuck would believe you? So it's like his mind state is what I'm trying to say was just a bit warped because he's dealing with shit that's like not necessarily like nowhere near normal. And who do you talk to about it? Like, she got involved with this dangerous ass couple. They got her fucking kidnapped. They could kill my motherfucking ass. Like, his mind was just on other things. And it's like, we've been presented and shaped and formed what his mind state was via how they're portraying him on the news. And again, guys, I'm just presenting the energies. It's not about me taking somebody's side, but it's me presenting these energies. And for you to take it in and be like, damn, maybe I looked at that wrong, or I could sharpen my perspective a bit. You know what I mean? Like, damn, if that is true, then that would, like, it just gets you to thinking. Okay. That shit is not what it always seems. And you do need to always sometimes dig deeper for the truth. Seek the truth for certain. So anyway, that's what I'm getting why he had the blanket. I feel like he knew that it was stupid to have the blanket, but it was like, again, he was in a plot. Somebody made a decision for him to have that blanket. And he was dealing with fear. He wanted to save her. So it was a lot to deal with. Like, that's what I'm getting. This judgment card. Why did he have it? Like, somebody made the final call for him to have it, like, legit. And somebody called in to show for him to be seen there. Like, that's what I'm getting. Somebody made a call to somebody. Hey, like, alerted them. You need to, you know what I'm saying? Listen, this was a plot. I don't care what nobody says. Judgment card. Judgment card. Give me 2 seconds. And this is so crazy because the Fool card is coming up with the energy of this Judgment card. And Armando kept coming up as the Fool in the prior readings about this case. He felt like he was trying to do something that was right. He was trying to, he felt that he died for a noble thing, trying to save this girl and bring her back to her family. He legit was trying to save her and have her be freed. I think he had a shadow side that he dibbled and dabbled with, but this was him and his redemption, to show his true nature. Like, that's what I'm getting. I wish his family would speak out or something like that, because I feel like they would understand what I'm saying a bit. Like, I'm not seeing that he was, because nobody's perfect, but I'm just not seeing that he was this creepy killer. Like, I'm not seeing that. And he's going to get his own reading so we can get to all of that. But as it relates to Miya, was the whole thing. How does Armando and the relationship between them, what was that about? Let's break that down. This is what this reading was about. And it's been very eye-opening to me. Yeah, he wanted Miya to be freed. This is not, so why did he have the blanket? He thought that if he do what they said or something like that, even if he went down, Miya would be free. He would rather his life be taken than hers be taken. That's the crazy part. That's what I'm getting. He went through a weird identity crisis. I don't know if I'm good, if I'm bad. It's like he went through this identity crisis. I'm also seeing here too. Within this energy or his mind state when he was seen to have the blanket, or either before the camera turned on and after. Like, this is his mental energy about this blanket and when he had it. That was him. I think that was somebody saying like, hey, we'll let her go if you go to the blanket, because it's going to be obvious, because that's evidence that puts you like boom, 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 that you kill her. It's going to be obvious. So you do the blanket if you go ahead and do that, because all we're trying to do is exonerate the married guy. So if you go ahead and do that, then that was solidified that you are the one that took her and you the killer. And then because of that, or maybe that you kidnap her, like, because like you will go down for the fall of kidnapping her. It wasn't like she would be dead yet. In like as if how it was explained to him is kind of the energy I'm getting. Listen, if you go to the apartments with the blanket and you appear on camera with that, what we gonna do is we'll let her go, because it's pinned that you are the one that took her and nobody else. That's just what I'm getting. Armando did not kill himself or any of that energy, bro. So let me see, what else did I want to ask? That's all I'm really getting for that relationship, guys. Like, I'm if I'm missing any questions, then please leave them down below, guys. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here and do an Armando reading, and then also do a reading about that couple. Okay, guys, and then I will be showing the picture of the couple in their reading, so make sure you stay tuned to that. I appreciate my YouTube family, my Patreon family. Like I always say, seek the truth, vibrate higher, and carpe diem. Until the next time, we out.